Hello, my love. You found your way to a little pocket of shimmer. This is Komorebi with Kiran, where light and story meet. Kindness is such a small word for what it really does. It softens sharp edges, it rearranges the air, and somehow, without asking for permission, it keeps traveling. Sometimes it begins in the most ordinary of places, the kind we rush through without noticing. And somewhere in between, someone does something small and unexpected, something human. It was one of those afternoons where the world felt too bright for how I felt inside. The grocery store lights were harsh and white, and the air smelled faintly of disinfectant. My arms were full, apples pressed to my ribs, a carton of eggs wobbling in my palm, a bottle of olive oil on the verge of slipping from my grasp, and my phone buzzing somewhere in between. I remember thinking how heavy everything felt, not just the groceries, but the day itself. The line crept forward inch by inch, my patience frayed one heartbeat at a time. I sighed, quiet exhale of exhaustion, one I didn't realize I was holding in. And then, from somewhere in that fluorescent blur, a small kindness found me. The man ahead of me turned. He must have seen the small storm I was trying to juggle, because he smiled, a warm, unhurried smile, and stepped aside. "Go ahead," he said. Just that, 2 words. Those words landed softly and somehow rearranged the air around me. My shoulders loosened, my breath deepened. I laughed under my breath, that quiet, surprised laugh that escapes when the world suddenly feels lighter. It wasn't about moving ahead in life, it was about being seen. In the middle of my small chaos, someone noticed. I thanked him, clumsy, heartfelt, probably too softly. He nodded, and that was it. No grand moment, no cinematic music, just an unspoken understanding between strangers in a checkout line. But the warmth of it lingered. The cafe was busy, the kind of morning where patience is thin. Steam hissed from the espresso machine, a low murmur of voices, the clatter of cups. The barista was trying her best, juggling orders, calling names, wiping a spill with one hand while reaching for milk with the other. The man ahead sighed loudly, checking his watch. When it was my turn, she fumbled again, her cheeks flushed. "I'm so sorry," she said in a small voice. And before I could think about it, I smiled and said, "No worries, take your time." She blinked, almost startled. Then she laughed, and her shoulders eased. The space between us softened. And I realized, standing there, that the kindness I received yesterday was still moving through me, into her, and maybe into whoever came next. Kindness, it seems, never ends where it starts. That's the quiet beauty of kindness. It never stays contained, it ripples outwards. The person who started it may never know how far it travels, how many hearts it impacts along the way. We talk about kindness like it's an act, but maybe it's more like light. It passes through us. It lands where it's needed, even when we're unaware of being the vessel. And maybe the world doesn't need us to fix everything all at once. Maybe it just needs us to notice each other, to look up, to say, go ahead, to offer time, patience, or presence. Because sometimes that's all it takes to make the day a little softer for someone else. Because kindness doesn't ask for applause, it just asks to keep moving. So if you're listening to this right now, I invite you to think of a moment when someone was kind to you. Maybe they didn't even realize it, but you remember. Now think of one small way you could pass that light forward. It could be something simple, like holding a door, or giving someone time, or offering a smile that says, I see you. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be noticed. Let kindness move through you the way the sunlight moves through the trees, quietly, steadily, without needing to be seen. You never know how far it might travel. This has been Komorebi with Kiran. Stay luminous until we meet again.